Hi, Iz. Hey, it's warming up a bit here. Sorry for everyone who's frigid. So standing here, now I'm about the halfway point. Let me flip us around. Halfway point from the corner post that I was just at to this right here. That's about 170 feet. Remember, I was talking wind trees here, maybe a little garden area here. Oh. So what I started to do was dig it out. We're gonna be this is gonna be 20 by 10. See, them stakes are where I gotta get to. I'm getting there. This is gonna be 2 feet deep, and then all the throw dirt, I'm gonna build up 2 feet, so it'll be 4 feet underground. Are we gonna call that underground? Is that enough ground to be underground? I reckon. Well, I'm gonna use cement boards and shore it up. That also acts as a vapor barrier. So, you know, I mean, it's only 8 or 9 boards. It's 60 linear feet, you know. And then so what I'm also gonna do, because I'm gonna need a wheelbarrow ramp. So I'm gonna have to start back further a little, and I'm just gonna figure that out as I go. But I'd imagine I'm only just gonna chip out what I need. I'm not gonna try to build. The bottom ground is pretty structural. We'll see how it turns out with the rocks. So that's gonna be that, and then I'll be able to symmetrically, the 30 feet behind this will be 3 or 4 smaller diameter trees to accommodate. That's only 10, 12 feet there. But then here, like here, and then here, I could match them and do it all nice. And we only need a couple. This isn't a lot of area for some big old pines that grow out here. And so it won't be much water. There's a variety of pine that does real well out here. So this is that area we're looking at. This is east reviewing right now, so I'll be in this path of the sun. Right next to this hoop will be that hoop, out of the shade line. And hey, look, I put the water tanks in place too. Alrighty, let me show you how I dug this though. So while I was digging this hole, I wanted to make sure I could hit my depth. You know, the rocks here are always a nightmare. So I made a little channel about yay wide and hit my depth. And then I noticed like all the rocks are just kind of like poking out there, you know, a few inches below the surface. And so rather than typically what I do is just dig the whole thing down, this time I kind of just got in there and I took this thing, you see, and go behind it, and you see. And like, yeah, I gotta throw it high, but this is only a 2-foot hole, so it ain't a terrible throw. And so yeah, it's a big hole. Yes, you have to dig it, but you only gotta dig it once, then it's dug. The rocks are a great resource too. Let me flip us around. Check out this little thing I got. Oh, I can make it do it. So that'll be some of the rocks. There's a couple in there. They were a little bigger than my capacity to get out, so maybe they're stools or something. Never a dull rock. And as far as this space is concerned, that is a 100-foot roll of hardware cloth that will cover the floor in here. I'm just gonna do it. Every added layer of protection is an added layer of protection. It doesn't guarantee nothing, but it just helps my odds. So the whole floor is gonna be that. Chloe loves it. And then I'm gonna have to figure out some kind of cloth over it that's not gonna get damaged. And as you can see, I got the hardware cloth here already. So that's 1/2 inch by 1/2 inch. That'll do just fine. So that's what's going on here. Still sorting out a top, but this thing's hanging in there. I haven't had any deterioration. The shape, the form, all the little 2-hole straps that I installed are good. All the zip ties are still good. The most important part, the zip ties. And I have been working on clearing this out, but we've had so much rain. These buckets are so heavy. So I've got 6 of them out. I'll keep going. But I do need the empty space to really be able to imagine the design in here. Also decided stone garden beds, rocks. I mean, for sure I'll use, these are all cedar that I built 7 years ago. I left them untreated. I was doing science back then, and they're still holding up real well. I cropped them a couple years in Vegas, and they're looking forward to cropping again. So this is all cedar. It's all, so rated for this. So I'll integrate all this, but I'm just thinking stone beds for everything. I might get a couple of pallets of some different stones, and of course the rocks that I just dug out. And well, hey, look, got some rain in the new rain gauge. It's almost 3/8 of an inch. Awesome. Thanks for tuning in to the garden update. Aww. All right.